guys, this is Kaz, and I just wanted to do a short update video um, on the channel generally. Not that there's too much to say, but it seems convenient to just talk about it versus trying to write a post or something. So I've still been, trying to get some videos of some good keys. If you follow the channel somewhat closely, you might see that they haven't been as frequent as they used to be. Part of that is I had to take a brief hiatus because of some housing issues. Our apartment got flooded. And another part is just sort of the time in the season, Mythic Plus season, where just people are kind of starting to push a little less, or at least wanting to kind of get their weeklies in and stop. I am not really into pugging. I like usually playing with a set group, mostly just because the let's call it the friendliness of pugs is varying at best, and I don't know. I just feel it's more fun to me with play with people I know. I feel more accomplished, I guess, as we kind of progress through a season together and kind of get points and time new keys. Whereas with pugs, I don't get that same sense of accomplishment just because it, feels like, oh, I got carried this run, or I carried someone else's run, and it's just incredibly varied run to run. It's just waiting for the stars to align, people not to get angry at each other until you finally time the key, which is, I'm not saying it's not fun too, but it's just a lot less rewarding, which is why I sort of don't switch to pugging when my group of friends or whatever isn't trying to push all the time. No, but we still try to, but we've been playing alts, what have you. Yeah, so I figured I'd quickly talk over this vault opening in case anyone likes the thrill of clicking the vault and just seeing what items are there. Nothing too crazy can really even remain, since what I really need are items from Mythic, which I'm not getting Mythic vaults anymore, since another reason that, not that I did too many rating videos before, I think I have 2 total, but my guild is finally on Mythic Raz now, which means we're just extending, until she's dead, so there's basically no kill video content there, and also no Mythic vaults. So my Evoker, as can be expected this late into a season, there's not much to upgrade, but it's going to end up being a gem angle just because of the double cloak and the bad haste ring. But anyway, so I've sort of slowed down a little on posting. For a couple reasons, as I mentioned, not pushing that much anymore. I also feel, it's hard for me to gauge exactly how helpful, weekly plus 20s are. It varies how happy I am with a run, or if it's a good run, not only in that I do good damage, but I think it showed good decision making or good cooldown usage. I'll still post it, obviously, even if it's a 20, just because I'd love to post only runs in which I'm getting IO, but given that I don't really want to pug, and it's kind of getting to that point where it's hard to gain IO, it's just a lot of failed runs, which aren't nearly as much fun to watch. But and I sort of just wanted to put that out there in case you happen to notice that I was uploading less. It's not because I don't want to, or I'm not playing. I'm definitely playing less, I guess, push content than I was before, but still doing weekly, still trying to time new keys. It's just, if they fail, especially with the way that points work now, as soon as you're not going to time it, there's really no point in continuing. So I can't even post. I usually can't even get a video of a close run, or we almost timed this, but X happened, just because people just leave, which is fine. Gotta respect everyone's time. Not that you guys, I've never posted anything about my Shadow Priest, but it's also very highly geared, and unfortunately also will be taking a gem. This belt could have been maybe an upgrade, but it had bad stats, and my belt had World Fed, so I ended up just taking gem again. Interestingly enough, I actually played my Shadow Priest for our Mythic Broodkeeper kill, which I was happy to do just to get it killed, but was, you know, a little bit underwhelming just because I couldn't look forward to maybe getting a staff, although we didn't get one, and now we're not killing it again for a while until Raz's death, so I guess it didn't matter. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that the video is just sort of playing so you can see the just extra chances of vault for people who like, you know, it's kind of like opening a pack of trading cards or something, just seeing what you get. But anyway, just to say sort of why videos are a little slower, that I'll still plan on posting runs I think are good. The threshold of a good run gets harder and harder later in the season just because you don't finish that many, and I feel even runs that are, you know, that you don't call it farm for Mythic Plus, but just like weeklies or whatever, 20s, those can be good. It's just even those that I do for weeklies, I think people take a little less seriously, so they can get really sloppy, and it just ends up with a video I'm not happy about. I play sloppy too. I'm not saying it's anyone else's fault. That was basically it. I think I'm just going to show my monk now, which is probably even more irrelevant because I play it less, not even a caster. It's not like my main ult or anything, but it's pretty highly geared too. I've been actually messing around with Mistweaver on it and try to roll Mistweaver to see if I could get a weapon, but all this to say, something I should note is that if anyone is still watching at this point, which I wouldn't blame anyone for not doing, since at most you cared about the Evoker vault, and the vault was really shitty anyway, so there wasn't really anything to celebrate. But for those still watching, I do plan to heavily up and resume, hopefully, the daily uploads I was doing before. You know, it's not like a hard and fast rule, but once we get closer to 10.1, once we can test more stuff out on PTR, especially the Evoker tier set, I hope to just do runs with my group there and just upload some early footage, maybe a little scuffed of Mythic Plus there, see how, you know, how the Evoker looks, how the tier set interacts with the Empower spells, which I think will be potentially interesting. The tier set itself seems like just kind of straight up you do more damage because your spells add a dot, hooray, but maybe delaying the Empower spells will add a little bit of cool play after the whole Dragon's Breath extension will be gone. And yeah, so I hope to post both PTR videos, and certainly once Season 2 launches, you know, it'll be a lot more. It'll be a whole set of fresh keys, getting new gear, getting everything. So the videos will definitely tick back up. And for those of you who care, I just sort of wanted to let you know that. And, you know, as always, thanks for watching.